Hello and welcome to the mains PYQ discussion by New IAS. This is a question from the 2018 mains and it's in the theme of Bhakti Sufi tradition. We have already discussed one question from the theme before. This is the second question. We have questions of different nature based on the theme in general as well as individual personalities. This is one question on an individual personality named Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See the question? The Bhakti movement received a remarkable reorientation with the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Discuss. So we have to talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first. We have to identify the person. Then we have to talk about Bhakti movement in general before Chaitanya. Then how Chaitanya reoriented it is the second part. So everything that happened after Chaitanya can be given as the second part. And the general features of Bhakti before Chaitanya can be given as the first part. So first we'll talk about who Chaitanya is. He's a Bhakti saint who is known for worshipping Krishna with ecstatic song and dance. So basically he's a Saguna Bhakt. Saguna Bhakt means people who worshipped a form, a manifestation of God. You also have Nirguna Bhakt. For example, take the case of Kabir. Kabir don't worship a God who has a form. He believes that everything is one. Even Guru Nanak is of the same belief. So these are people who are in a monotheistic tradition. Whereas people like Chaitanya has God in a particular form. Here it is Krishna. And Krishna is being worshipped with song and dance. So cultural element is also coming into the Bhakti of Chaitanya. And his time period is 16th century. And the region is eastern part of India. Now in the first place we'll talk about Bhakti, where we will present Bhakti as an individual devotion to a personal God. And it placed philosophy on top of rituals. So Bhakti can be seen as a counter movement. Just like how Shramana tradition comes up in the Vedic period, Bhakti can be seen as a counter movement in the medieval period, where it places philosophy on top of rituals. Then use of vernacular and use of simple language. This is for addressing the masses. Now, diverse literary tradition is also associated with Bhakti because people used to write. Kabir wrote the Bijak literature, poems, hymns, and narratives. Now, how Chaitanya brought the reorientation? Now, I told you that Chaitanya's form of worship is through song and dance, and this was done through communal worship. People came together. So, if Bhakti was individual devotion, Chaitanya focused on communal worship, the collective chanting of God's holy names. So, it brought the masses together further. Second, he had this concept of Achintya Bheda Abheda, which reconciled the dualistic and non dualistic perspectives. Now, this means Bhakti starts from the south of India with people like Adi Shankara. They gave philosophies like dualism and non dualism. Non dualism means Brahman and Atman are one and the same. Ramanuja further excavated it and gave again an enhanced non dualistic principle. Ramanuja was also a previous year question of UPSC in the prelims. Then you have dualistic principle which believes Brahman and Atman are two. Now Chaitanya brought both these sects together. Ajindya Bheda Abheda, and everything is one. Third, let's talk about the devotional literature that came after Chaitanya. One example here is Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Then the aspect of love within the worship of Krishna. You can see the cult of Radha Krishna gaining prominence, and it has prominence even today. The paintings, the cult, its portrayal in popular culture. Chaitanya has a good role to play in that because he plays love over social divisions. So this can be associated with fighting against caste hierarchy as well. Finally, he found Gaudiya Vaishnavism, which is a sect. So what Chaitanya did was to give a reorientation. He didn't change anything radically. Whatever was coming like this as a wave, he just reoriented it further. That's it. So we'll give all these points. We'll place Bhakti, we'll give the reorientation, we'll place the proper valuation, and we'll conclude it with the legacy. The legacy of Chaitanya is still relevant in the form of ISKCON movement. We'll give that keyword. This is a 10 marker. So now this is a 15 marker. So these points should suffice. As this is a question on a specific individual, it will be difficult to write generic points. So factual understanding is a must to tackle a question like this. So that's it. Thank you for listening.